Hello. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? Just waiting for more people to come on. How y'all doing this morning? Hope you got your coffee because I know I have mine. Let's get into it. There is a lot that we need to talk about that I cannot wait to talk about. So I hope you guys are ready. So if you put in the comment section, you bots and normal people, that you can hear me and you ready for some Diddy tea. I was happy that I got some Diddy tea because I got sick of talking about Trump and I was running out of historical things to talk about. I mean, I could debunk the Bible all day long, but I was like, okay, I'm sick of doing that. So I was happy to have something else to talk about for a change. So that was a really good thing. And don't forget to share this post, you guys. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. What the heck am I getting that from? Um, Damien, your little auto message. Nisha, are you still with us or have you stepped out, girl? I tried to go live on X or Twitter, whatever the hell you call it nowadays. I have no idea what you call it anymore. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I tried to go there. Hold on, where's this blur? Okay, just want to make sure I have everything all up and up and up. Oh, I forgot to play start for this. My God, my bad. Let's go ahead and start from the beginning here. Yeah, running my mouth. Go give me the line. Alrighty. All right, for today's show, this is definitely freestyling. I'm not really reading from a script. We are going to talk about Sean Combs' indictments. What I notice is that a lot of people aren't really talking about or going through thoroughly of his indictments. They're giving out key factors, and it annoys me because I'm like, I'm just going to have somebody else do it because I don't want to do it because their channels is not being hacked and their numbers are not being manipulated. So let them do the work. And that's literally where I was going to keep it. And I waited and I waited. Everyone was piggybacking off one another. And it was annoying. We have a lot of lazy people apparently. Being lazy is apparently what gets you paid. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, whether I want to do it or not, because I want to know and I want my people to know. And I'm tired of the piggybacking and the pinpoint, and no one really does a lot of research. We got a lot of lazy people on social media who don't get deep down into the investigation of this. Maybe that's probably why I'm so much of a threat. Everyone else is kind of neutral. But you know me, I'm going to get straight up in detail. But before we get there, here are your warnings. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. I'm going to blow out my speakers.
Please note that this is all alleged. I've never met any of these people. I've deeply researched all of my information. Please note that this is all alleged. I've never met any of these people. I've deeply researched all of my information.
All right, here's your trigger warning.
This is a trigger warning. In this video, I may be talking about or showing sensitive material about some subjects or topics that may be disturbing or upsetting or may bring forth some troubling memories, as you read in the description or title. With that said, either end the video now or brace yourself. Aside from that, enjoy.
Fantastic. I have to get all my legal ramifications out of the way. I want no one trying to sue me, okay? Because you get people who are shady as hell. Although I'm never going to get sued. I'm not expecting to get sued because everything I'm saying is from other sources and I'm not the one releasing these news, so they can't go trying to sue me. It's not from my mouth. Other sources, and I do give research on where research and receipts on where I get my information. So that's how you CYA. You just don't sit up here and make up stuff. You actually give receipts like this is not from me. This is from Joe and Blow, Sue and Lou. So don't come at me. If people do that, they will not have to worry about being sued. Okay, or don't make up anything. You know, if you don't know something, say this is alleged, I don't know, just saying whatever, or something along those lines, where you don't have to worry about being sued or, you know, pinned to a certain rumor that wasn't true or you can validate in some format. So always CYA, cover your assets, cover your ass. That's what CYA means. CYA means. Okay, now a lot of stuff already released on my TikTok already. You already know the deal on my TikTok. You guys probably saying, why she always complaining, but she never does it. I mean, I'm doing something about it. Yes, definitely. Definitely. It's kind of hard to get some progress when you're doing it by yourself. No one else gives a fuck. So, but anyway, we have this here. I looked up to see if Sean Combs was really in jail because no one really could give me some clear indication he's in jail. I don't know if federal prison or jail or whatever they call it. I don't know if they release mugshots. I don't know if they're just regular jails and prisons. I don't know if their protocol is to release mugshots. I have no idea. Don't give me the line. So I don't know. There is no mugshot attached to his record here, but this is his register number. Sean John Combs here. I said Gene last time in my last live cast. Yes, I did. So it's Sean John Combs here. His register number is 37452-054. He's 54, black male, located in Brooklyn. So that's pretty metropolitan, yada, yada, yada. The release date is unknown, so there is no release date. I was so shocked that this came up. I didn't even know it was going to come up. But he is, but he is in jail. Okay. And Grand Rising, if I haven't said that already. All right, now here are the list of people. This young lady says, I'm hearing that the people who have attended Diddy parties who will soon be named by the feds include. Now, this is just from some girl's post. I don't know if this is indefinite. This is all just a guess, I'm assuming. So this is alleged. I don't know if these are the actual names that the feds have in there working. From what I hear, it's about 100, but I don't know. So do not pin me on this because I don't know if this is true or not. But what I'm hearing is Stevie Stout, Russell Simmons, who was being accused of a lot of this stuff. You gotta understand, Russell Simmons and Andre Harrell, and then Clive Davis. Mainly Russell Simmons and Andre Harrell. But then I heard Andre Harrell was not really that kind of man. And that's why he fired Sean Combs, because Sean Combs turned into that kind of man. So I think the rumors about Andre Harrell may not have been true. Now, if he was bisexual, I have no idea. Don't get me to lying about his sexual proclivities. But what? How you doing, church lady? You want to be a mod? Well, I would love to make you a mod, but I don't think I have enough people in the comment section to even require one. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, I don't know how many views I have on this thing. I have no idea. Don't give me a line. All I know is I heard from the grapevine that politicians listen to my live shows a lot. I just figured things happen in coincidentally format. You know, when I said I got tired of hearing about Donald Trump and all that stuff, they should arrest Sean Combs to get us some kind of distraction. 24 hours later, he got arrested. 24 to 48 hours, I should have said. He got arrested. So I don't know, but I did hear politicians and stuff do look at my live shows and big blog, you know, people. I told you my numbers aren't real. I don't really know. I don't know. I'm still going to court and on the phone and virtual, things of that nature. They really don't want me out in the street because they say I have people following me. So I have to be indoors and work from home a lot. So when I do go out, I'm never alone. And that's the truth. I'm being straight up honest. That's the truth. And when I'm leaving the house, I'm never alone. Ever. So anyway, here is the issue here. So Russell Simmons, when he was being accused of, I believe, raping some girls or something, he decided to hop, skip, and jump out of the country. Remember, he got with Kimora Lee, who I'm a huge fan of. Kimberly Simmons when she was just a minor. So he does like minors. There's proof right there. And remember, he used to be in cahoots with Andre, and of course, was it L.A. Reid, I believe, and LL Cool J. LL Cool J was a minor when he was throwing orgies and all kinds of overage people and underage LL Cool J, I believe, all the time. I mean, yes. So LL Cool J could have a case against him too, but I guess he's like, it is what it is. He hasn't said nothing all these years. But yeah, Russell Simmons, he was something else. It was told that he may have influenced Sean Combs. And Sean Combs could have been like, because he was like this in college. So maybe neither one of these men did anything to influence Sean Combs. He could have just been a dark, demonic jinn all his freaking life. You can't even blame it on his deceased father, whom he never had a relationship with. He just like this. Some people are just born just bad. I mean, Russell Simmons may be bisexual and probably a predator. Sick butt. But I don't think he has. Now that when I'm talking, sometimes I start thinking about what I'm saying, and sometimes it's good to say it out loud, and you realize, okay, that doesn't make sense. So if it sounds like I'm all over the place, it's because I'm figuring things out as I'm talking. But now that I am talking and realizing, I'm thinking Russell Simmons probably more than likely didn't have anything to do with Sean Combs. Now that I think about it. Yes? Yes, Alexis? All right, just a second, you guys. I have my daughter need me, so I'll be right back. Just a moment. And church lady, yeah, I hear you. Hold on, just give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, you guys. Hope you guys didn't leave. Come back. Come back. Okay, I am back. I am back. Sorry. Whew. I had a phone call, very important phone call. Remember, I'm working, so I'm doing this between work and everything. It's been slow, so it's like, let me go ahead and push this out there. I don't really like going live at night. That is unless it's some really good juicy tea. I'll go live at night. But on normal circumstances, I really do not like going live at night. Really do not. You know how I am. You know how I am. Okay, now getting back to what I was saying. Okay, now. Now, Church, like you said, Diddy is the son of the character Denzel Washington played on American Gangster. I don't think so. I don't even think he was even in the movie. But I know his father was the driver of the... yeah, you're right. You know what? Yeah, yes, you're right. I was about to say the same thing you're saying. Yes, he is the son of the father who used to drive for the guy who was, being portrayed in American Gangster. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. He is. Mm-hmm. Yes. But however, that doesn't mean for him to be as vile and dark as he is. I mean, we got to stop trying to find excuses for his really vulgar and dark and violent behavior. For him to be that way have nothing to do with who his parents are. There's a lot of people who have screwed up parents that didn't turn out like crazy psychos like him. I mean, I had screwed up parents. Well, not completely. My mom wasn't that bad. We didn't get along, but she wasn't that bad. May she rest in peace. But I'm just saying, so that's no excuse. If he's like that, it's on his own will. It has nothing to do with his parents or descendants or whoever. It's because he got some crazy issues and something is not registering in his brain. Something is wrong with him. He needs to go to a counselor or a shrink or a psychiatrist or something. Hell, you need to have something going on. Just keeping it real. Now, as you can see, he is registered in the Metropolitan, Detention Center. I'm assuming that's what it is. He is registered there. There is an unknown release date. But considering what he's charged with, I don't think he's going to get released. People say he may get released. I highly freaking doubt that. Now, Russell Simmons, I don't think he has anything to do with his illicit behavior. But Russell Simmons have his own little skeletons in the closet where he's trying to hide out overseas, meditating and singing and chanting kumbaya and everything. No, he needs to come forward with his dirty deeds too, because he did a lot of crazy stuff with minors as well, even married one. So, and then we have Eve. Eve was partaking in those orgies as well. I even had a videotape of her partaking in those orgies. I had it a long time ago. I think I even put it in the comment section of one of my videos. I'm not sure which one that is. Don't give me the line. But I did have a link of Eve partaking in that back in the day. Aaron Hall, I haven't heard about him in a while. I'm not too sure about Jay-Z, although I do have a few videos of Jay-Z back in the day, him sitting on a couch with some other little rappers or whatever, with some girl doing some crazy, disgusting things, and he was just sitting there. I don't know. That was a while ago, though. I don't know if he was with Beyonce at the time, but I think since he's been with Beyonce, I don't think he partaked in that. But then again, who knows what the nature of their relationship prior to them getting married and the early years of their marriage. I have no idea. Rick Ross, oh, heck yeah. Stevie J, heck yeah. Dr. Dre, I think he did in their early years. I think later on he stopped as he got older. But Dr. Dre is just as violent as Sean Combs. He beat women, he has no respect for women either, right? He's trying to act like he's all good in business right now. But he's about as violent and evil as freaking Sean Combs. Usher, I feel for Usher because he has kids. But he has witnessed a lot of dirt. He can probably bring down a lot of people, but he's not saying anything, which is another reason why they're trying to keep him quiet with all these awards and things of that nature, because he could take down empires, but that wimpy boy is not going to say anything. As long as they keep giving him money, he'll continue keeping his mouth shut. Meek Mill, we already know what's going on with Meek Mill. I mean, whatever. Drake, I can say he probably looked like the type. We already know he liked minors. So he seemed like the type that would do that. He definitely be hanging with Rick Ross and DJ Khaled. I mean, they do be hanging. LeBron James, hell yeah. LeBron James has cheated on his wife before they got married, after they got married, during their marriage. I say after they got married, but yeah. He has never ever been faithful a day in his life. Their marriage is literally just an image, a facade, an arrangement. He bring out these little couples and pictures. She's a beautiful young lady, you know, to show that just to make his image look good for investors. But behind closed doors, he has no respect for her, and she know he cheating, but the paper is good. So I'd be like, do you, and I do me. I wouldn't even care if he's bringing me all his money, and we got 15 gazillion kids. Okay, I take that back. No way in Sam Hill. I'm gonna be fine as his wife is, speaking like a man and a woman's perspective. Beautiful his wife is, with the money and connections, with no prenup. My kids are getting older. Would I be sitting there taking all this dirt? And financially, I don't have to. I see if you're financially obligated, like some of us here, where you have to stay in relationships. But if you're not, and you look like her, and there's no prenup, and you have connections in Hollywood, oh, hell no. He'd be divorced yesterday. You're not for to humiliate me or waiting for the gauntlet to drop of you participating in orgies and praising Sean Combs, said you are the best, you're the man, I love you, man. This is what LeBron James did. It's been rumored that LeBron James, and this is all alleged, is bisexual, and he partaked in plenty orgies with Sean Combs. Plenty. Not just some, plenty. He has never been faithful toward his wife. His wife knows that. Everybody else knows that. They can take pictures all they want and pretend that everything is copacetic and beautiful, but we all know how LeBron James get down. But he has to keep this image for investors and his career. But as soon as the stuff start coming out, I guarantee they're dropping so fast, they'll wonder, no, not they. He'll wonder, I was going to say his team, because his team probably already know. He'll wonder if they ever freaking care. No, at the end of the day, it's all about money. And if Jay-Z get too hot and he becomes a liability, they'll drop his ass too, despite who he married to. And if Beyonce want to stay with Jay-Z and act like Whitney Houston during the whole court trial, I love you, Jay-Z. Okay, go ahead and do that. You go ahead and do that. Knowing Beyonce and considering, you know, she's whipped and crazy and obsessed in love, and, you know, Jay-Z is hanging low and stuff, she's probably whipped to the point of just can't see freaking straight. And all the rumors we're hearing about him drugging her and stuff, I don't know if that's true or not, but I have seen a lot of live appearances where she's appearing at fashion shows looking pretty drugged. People be asking her questions, she's standing looking crazy, and Jay-Z looking at her like she's crazy. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the relationship. And quite frankly, I don't really care about any of these people's relationships or their lifestyle for that matter. But this is news, and I want to give you guys the news, and I want you to get it from a fair standpoint of view, and an unbiased and the honest point of view, and well-researched point of view, not just piggybacking off everyone else's. Now, what were you saying? The doggy gift show, you said Diddy sleeves soon left the life god. Oh, so true. How's it going, Ray McCoy? You said first abuse he is. Yep, they all riding. Heck yeah, they all riding. All words of Satan. Absolute freaking lowly. Yep. I know that's the part I don't understand. That is the part I understand. It's okay for the man to cheat. The man can cheat all throughout the marriage, have orgies, have side chicks in different area codes, buying her houses, buying her cars. I mean, have lives everywhere, right? And go on those little camp retreats for their team. Same thing with Russell Simmons, who's running around here acting like he's Saint husband, which he is not. I heard a lot of dark things about that fool. But anyway, so they can do all of this dirt, but the woman is not allowed. Soon as the woman have cheated, it's over. It's over. I want a divorce. And then call her every name but the child of God. I mean, everything is so seriously biased and hypocritical when it comes to the women. But he can stick his tongue and his little thing everywhere, but the woman has to stay faithful. I'm like, I'd be like, okay, look, if we in this financial bond together in this image, of course, I'll be glad to stay in this image with you. Absolutely, to the freaking little. We can stand in front of this freaking cameras and kids and all, and sit here and fake it till we make it. I don't even care. Smiling, hugging, kissing. I'll do the whole 9 yards. But we got to have not an open relationship where everyone knows, but it's open for us with some ground rules. Okay? We have to agree to an open relationship. So I'd be willing, for financially binding him not having to pay child support, alimony, and all this other crap. If we get divorced, just him financially bonded to me until I get remarried, and just out of spite, I won't. you know, I'd be like, we can go ahead and bypass all of that bull crap if you agree to secretly an open relationship where I can do my thing, you do your thing secretly without anyone knowing. Okay? That you can put NDA because that's not illegal. That is a personal agreement between the married couple. So that is covered by NDAs. Other sick crap that be having you put in NDAs are not legal. But that you could put in NDA. So I'd be like, okay, sure, I'd be glad to do that. And then we can still front in front of the cameras like a big, happy, fake freaking family. Sure, absolutely. I don't freaking care. I would be glad to do that. Absolutely. I wouldn't even care. It's all good. But in certain relationships, and most relationships, they are not agreeing to those rules. Absolutely freaking Lily. They're like, no, I'll cheat. I'll do my thing. You just be happy. I'm giving you Louis Vuitton and all the Chanel and Gucci and keeping you all glammed up and all moneyed up and black card up and Escalades and Mercedes and private jets and all this other stuff. Long as I keep you financially happy, you should just shut your mouth and allow me to do my thing. Okay, lady wanted to degrade herself for the price of money. You go ahead and do that. But I hope you don't have daughters because you're teaching them the same thing. I hope you know your worth, but you feel your worth, it has a price tag on it. Hey, do your thing. I'm not going to knock you. I think it's not a very good image to put in front of your kids, but if that's what you like, that's what you like. Exactly, material freaking girls. Absolutely. And we say McCoy, it's going on all social media platforms, and it's going to make his woman look like the worst person in the world for cheating. I know, despite him participating in orgies with both men and women, and practically kissing the Carter's feet and butt or whatever else he can kiss. And I did hear that he did have a thing with Rihanna too. Rihanna would deny till the cows come home. But I did hear that they did have a little some little what going on. But Rihanna, she don't mention anything. If you do accuse her of something that could be legitimately true, she'll come at you. She'll call you every name a child of God and troll you and act like a crazy stalker and troll like you could be. So anyway, now getting back to the subject here. Okay. And then we have Rick Ross. We know how he gets down. I'm off that list. But I think there's other people missing off the list as well. Like Neo. I hear Neo was in the list. Chris Brown. He was available for some of these words. Chris Brown is running around a horny nut basket. He should definitely be on this freaking list. I would think he would grow out of that by now since he got kids. But maybe just enhancing. The more money he makes, the more he's become some horn dog. I hope not. I mean, he's supposed to be a Taurus, right? Tauruses normally wake up from stupidity. But, I guess some don't. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. Well, that's good. That's good. That means you're a good man. You said blame Madonna, we moved to England and Hines. Hold up. You said Madonna, she moved to England? She did? Really? I thought she was still here in America. In California here. No, I didn't hear that. But no, Madonna, I'm not surprised. She crazy as... Never mind. You know how Madonna is. Okay. So here is the other news aside from... Now, you guys remember I did a video and I pretty much went through the whole case filing of... what is that? Don Richards. And I went through the whole case filings of Don Richards. I broke it down. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. We'll talk about that in a moment. However, this is on my TikTok. Now, you remember that video that got released of Cassie, who was tragically and horrifically beaten by her crazy multi-personality, great actor, ex-boyfriend, Sean Combs. Now, of course, he denied it, and he denied pretty much everything. And then until the video came out, and he's like, oh, yeah, by the way, I did do that. I'm sorry. And I was in a dark place, and I never do that again, yada, yada, yada. But, hold on. But here is the tea from that. Now the tea from that is that Cassie already told the feds that, because he was denying that there was a freak off. He said they was just at a hotel, just do da 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 da. But she was like, no, it was after a freak off. She even said there was proof that it was a freak off, because he was afraid that if the cops would have came, you know, his 6 kids, he was freaking out. She said he texted me all of these fears. And she gave this information to the Fed. So they have text messages and everything from a lot of people, not just from Sean Combs and Cassie. They have text messages from a lot of people. They just haven't released it yet, but they will. Oh yeah, 20 years, adopted loads of kids. Oh, really? Okay. We have to refer back to that dodgy. Okay, so here is the message that got released by the assistant U.S. attorney, where the context of text messages Diddy sent Cassie after he assaulted her in 2016. He said this: call me, the cops are here. I got 6 kids. Hold on, this is a video. So I just let it play. The assistant U.S. attorney reveals content of text messages that Diddy sent Cassie after he assaulted her in 2016. Now, this was after the video, the videos that got released of him attacking her. She said that Diddy sent her text messages proving that they were about to do a freak off or before and after, something like that. Anyways, here's what it says. Call me, the cops are here. I got 6 kids. Yo, please call. I am surrounded. You're going to abandon me all alone. Proven that it was for the civilian. She references the incident involving Cassie that led to violent encounters seen on the video released by CNN. The defendant had a FO, freak off, on March 5th, 2016. We have evidence there was one commercial ex-worker there in the room during the assault. She isn't even wearing shoes. She is in danger. Defendant storms out in its house. And then it says, we have a message from the victim. I still have crazy bruising. He claims he wanted to get his clothes back, but that's not what happened here. She tried to escape a room with the defendant and a commercial ex-worker. She fled without her shoes. And then immediately after the assault, the defendant sent these messages. Call me. The cops are here. I got 6 kids. Please call. I am surrounded. You're going to abandon me all alone. The defendant knew he had done something that could elicit police response. So there you go. They're sending more and more messages, and there's going to be more messages that's going to be released regarding this assault and all of Diddy dirt. This is just the brink, and I'm ready for it. I'll keep you posted for more. There you go. That could be found on my TikTok. You can look for me. I'm on a Truth Show. All the information is there at the top, you guys. Screenshot it. Go ahead and do your thing. That's my Venmo at the top there. Venmo is right there. If you want to donate, help a sister out, just go to your Venmo. Look up Keisha Truth. My picture is on the icon. Send what you must. I really appreciate it. There's all my social media, so feel free to follow me. Now, you said real before, I was told yesterday that Diddy pay employees at the hotel. I know. Remember, I think, how much did he say? Well, not he. How much did she say that he tried to bribe them to get rid of that? How much was it? $50,000, $30,000? I forgot the amount, but she said in her suit how much that he was willing to pay to keep them quiet. I forgot how much it was. If someone can remind me and put it, I think it was $50,000, $30,000. I don't remember. That suit was so traumatizing. I literally tried to block all of it. Most of it I pretty much have as soon as I did the video covering the whole thing. And I tried to leave it at the end of this video so you guys can go look at it. But I did literally read the whole thing out. It was very traumatizing for me. I definitely had a glass of whiskey or two after reading that bad boy. Okay. Okay. Definitely had a glass of whiskey for that. And I can tell you that right now because it was a very traumatizing video. But, yeah. He tried to pay off the manager and security team. Not sure the department, guessing, but he tried to pay the hotel off just to be default to hide and get rid of the tape. And they said they did. I would have said I did and copied. I mean, I wouldn't have technically really done it. I mean, like, no, seriously? Why would I do that? I just saw you beat the heck out of a girl and you think you can pay me like $50,000 or $30,000 or $10,000, whatever how much the quantity was. to keep me quiet. Nope, not doing it. But I'll just not say anything for the time being. And I'm glad whoever released it and burst him out, because he was definitely lying. I couldn't have been the witness to all of this tormenting towards this girl and know that he's lying, but I'm afraid to say something because I want to mess up my paper. Usher, Neo, the Carters, everybody else who didn't say crap or did say stuff but just went from just saying stuff but didn't do anything about it. I mean, what kind of friends are that? I mean, just terrible friends. Or they can be like Tyler Perry and make movies about it. Because you know that's what Tyler Perry is doing. He's taking and making movies about it and putting some of the actions that was done at these Diddy parties in his movies. So that's pretty much what he did. Anyways, let me continue moving right along here. Okay, so that is the proof of that right there. That they were there doing the freak off, and she tried to run away after the freak off, and he got really upset, and he tried to stop her. So that's the proof to that particular incident right there. Now, here is the proof, and I thought I put it on here. I'm so sorry I didn't put it on here. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up right quick. This is the video that I dropped this morning, I believe, early this morning. I was in bed actually when I dropped this. I'm gonna pull this up for you guys, and this video here is proof that Kalina person was lying when Don Richards decided to file a lawsuit on all the tormenting and the crazy behavior and restrictions and whatever she had to go through when it came to Sean Combs, when she decided to file a lawsuit, and she said Kalina witnessed all these things, and Kalina came out and said, I don't know what she's talking about. I didn't witness nothing. What's going on? Woo. Well, I mean, apparently it was some text messages that was released. Well, not text messages, but there's records that proven that she was lying, because Diddy called her and texted her 54 times, getting her to lie and not tell the truth, and probably bribe her silence or threaten her. You know how he is. So that's why she lied. So Kalina was lying. She did in fact see abuse done to Cassie, and they probably more than likely, judging from that suit, endured some abuse as well. So Kalina was lying, which is shameful. But I guess if this crazy, powerful guy who's used to getting any and everything he wants call and text me 54 times, and I have children and stuff, I don't know, I may be reluctant to just go ahead and just lie. Or just not say anything in general. I won't even say anything. I couldn't lie because I'm not really a very good liar. But I wouldn't just say anything. I won't lie. I just won't say anything. But, she lied in general. She didn't even bother to even not say anything. She just flat out lied. I'm trying to wait for it to come up here. So bear with me here. Oh, let's see if it comes up. Don't ask me why it's going slow. It shouldn't. My internet is very fast, but whatever. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to go in and put in the truth show. I'm not going to even sign into my thing here because I don't feel like it. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here is my page, and here's the video. Where's the video? Here it is. Here it is. Right here.
have saw any disturbing behavior or any. Y'all remember when Don Richards' lawsuit came out and she listed Kalina
I was
several
laying in bed.
times
My
in her
voice is
lawsuit,
deep.
and then later Kalina claimed to not have saw any disturbing behavior or anything of the nature pertaining to Cassie or anyone else. See that? Here's what got released by the Assistant United States Attorney. Witnesses we have interviewed have universally expressed fear. The defendant has contacted witnesses who received grand jury subpoenas. He contacted at least one victim. This constant contact with witnesses on September 10th, a week ago, Don Richards sued. Before a September 14th statement by Ms. Harper, the defendant called her 54 times in one day. Some of the way in which the defendant contacts witnesses, paraphrasing, and victims are meant to invade. He uses intermediaries. And this is the message that Kalina was like, woo, I don't know why she mentioned my name. I'm this and this. I didn't have experienced that. It was this and this. I mean, she just literally made Sean Combs seem like a hardworking gentleman, and she didn't have the same experiences, even though several witnesses said that she did. I, along with many other people, said she was lying. I knew she was lying. I knew she was lying. And apparently she was, because Sean Combs threatened her with no telling what else, bribed her to make her lie. Yes, so that means Don Richards was telling the truth, and Kalina was lying. Y'all remember when Don Richards...
There you go. Yep, so Kalina was lying. Don Richards was telling the truth. All right, now let's get on to this case filing here. Okay, we grouped around long enough. All right, I'm going to go through it thoroughly. You guys are going to see exactly what I'm going through. Remember, I'm showing you this. I'm not reading it from a phone or putting up certain clips or piggybacking off to everyone else. You're going to see me go through it thoroughly. You're going to see the document up here. If you want to screenshot it, go ahead. I even try to put a link of this document below, and you can go ahead and look through it yourself and make your own video or just look for it online. Whatever makes you happy. Okay? Now, as you can see, United States. Now, this is United States, not a personal person. This is from the United States, my loves. The United States of America. Okay? Versus Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and so on and so forth with his alias. I'm not for reading all that. Now, count one on racketeering conspiracy. The grand jury charges the Diddy. For decades, Sean Combs and so on and so forth. The defendant abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, of sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, and so on and so forth. The defendant operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States-based corporate entities, including Bad Boys Entertainment, Combs Enterprises, and Combs Global, and collectively the Combs Business. Now, corporate entities in the Combs Business include, among other things, record labels and recording studio, and apparel line, and alcoholic spirits business, and marketing agency, and a television network and media company. At all times relevant to his indictment, Sean Combs, aka so on and so forth, the defendant engaged, in persistent. So as you can see here, okay? So the defendant engaged in persistent, pervasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal and emotional, physical and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. At times, Combs and others acting as his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Sorry about that. Combs ensures participation from the women among other things, obtaining, distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same and use intimidation and violence. So this is one of the charges right here, which means he forced women to do what he wanted them to do by ways of threatening their career, their life, financial support, and of course, keeping them under narcotics where they were literally incapacitated or incoherent to know what the hell was going on to themselves. Okay? Now, it also says physical abuse by Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, and so on and so forth. The defendant was recurrent and widely known on numerous occasions from at least in or around about 2009. It continued for years. So this goes all the way back to 2009. Okay. Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at them, kicking them. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one incident at a Los Angeles hotel in and around March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel's security staff interviewed Combs, attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. So he had a history, as we know, of not only abusing women, but also his employees and anyone else who said no or objectify him. So remember, you can't say no to Sean Combs unless you want to lose your life. Okay. Drinking coffee. All right, so Sean Combs, the defendant, used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out and facilitate, paraphrasing, and cover up his business and commercial sex. Those employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, and other close associates, acted as Combs intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs business. So which means he had other high-ranking supervisors and security staff and all these other people who helped him control all of this illegal and commercial sex and abuse. They helped cover all this stuff up because they were probably afraid of their lives. But when I told people, matter of fact, it was a message that I thought was very profound, that was left by D.L. Hughley. And what did he say? Matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can. I'm not going to be able to pull it up because I don't have Instagram on here. But here's what he said. And I could not have been more proud of that message. But D.L. Hughley said this. This is what D.L. Hughley said. He said, and I quote, I'm just breaking off into a British accent. What is wrong with me? Anyway, he said, and I quote, just a moment here. Okay, why am I looking for that? Let me continue here. Okay, so, yeah, again, so employees and staff and security guards and whoever else was working for Combs who helped cover this up is definitely going to be in trouble now. I know at the time they thought they weren't going to be in trouble. No, they're going to be in trouble because they didn't say anything. Where their excuse is like, okay, I didn't say anything because I was threatened. They probably can use that. Sure. I hope they have proof that they were being threatened because, Combs' defense team can definitely throw that like, we didn't threaten them. There's no proof we ever threatened them. So I hope they got proof of these alleged threats. Because if they don't have proof, they might go down with him for enabling this activity from Sean Combs. Okay? Which we know they more than likely did because they didn't say anything. They just sat back and allowed this fool to act like a complete psychopath all of these freaking years. Now, from at least in or about 2008 through or about the date of the filing, this indictment, Sean Combs and so on and so forth, the defendant and others known and unknown were members and associates of commercial organization, the Combs Enterprises or the Enterprise, members and associates of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics, offenses, kidnapping, arson, robbery, and obstruction of justice. So all these people enable and engage with him are in trouble. So the people who stood around and allowed this to happen or engage or didn't say anything, they could be in trouble. Okay? Well, that goes most of his workers because they all didn't say nothing. They all stood back and didn't say a damn thing because they were all scared. Now, the Combs Enterprise, including its leadership, its members, and its associates, constitute an enterprise as defined by Title 18 and so on and so forth for the code. That is a group of individuals associate, in fact, although not legally, entity. The Combs Enterprise consisted of so on and so forth, and entities within the Combs business, including but not limited to Bad Boys Entertainment. Combs and so on and so forth with that. Individual employed by and associated with the Combs business, others known and unknown. So it looks like a lot of people are going to be pretty much charged with him with all of this dirt. I feel for these people. They did enable us for years. Now, the Combs Enterprise constitute an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving objectives. Okay, this is what D.L. Hughley said. He said, if you are telling a story about something you knew and didn't do anything about it, you are not a witness. You are an accomplice. So these people are listed as accomplices because they didn't say anything. They're saying, well, but you didn't say anything. Some people did say something. They released stories to various newspapers and stuff like that. So there's witness that they did say something. But you didn't call the cops. You didn't say anything. I know you're afraid of your life, but still get it on record that you did try to do something. But you didn't say anything. You just continue working for this man. I would rather work 2 jobs than sit here and witness this bull crap. So you are accomplice and you enabled all this behavior. You sit and watch this man beat this girl and not telling how many other girls and rape people and all this stuff for years and said nothing. How can you look at yourself in the mirror? Well, they're going down with him. So anyone who's listed as being witness to all of this behavior will more than likely be going down with him. Unless they have a good lawyer. Okay. And it probably don't matter if they have a good lawyer either, to be honest. So, excuse me. So, the Combs Enterprise was engaged in its activities affect interstate and foreign commerce. The Combs Enterprise operated in Southern District of New York and elsewhere. So, he was acting out in New York. He did his dirt down there as well. At times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, was the leader of the Combs Enterprise. Sean Combs, the defendant, others known and unknown, participated in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of Combs affairs. These individuals included certain Combs business employees, such as members of Combs, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, as well as other close associates of Combs. For example, Combs supposed to be head of her media team or PR team, who was seen sitting courtside with Jay-Z, that I have on my TikTok, by the way, who was helping to hide some of this crazy behavior and vulgar behavior, she'd be going down with him. Absolutely freaking lutely. That's unless Jay-Z probably help her out, which he probably will. So, purposes of Combs Enterprise. The purpose of Combs Enterprise included the following: operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels and recording studio and an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. Preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power, reputation, and brand of Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, and so on and so forth, the defendant, a musician, entrepreneur, and figure in the entertainment industry. So yes, as you can see here, anyone who among these categories, record labels, recording studio. Yeah. See, purposes of the Combs Enterprise. So these are included as well. Now, enriching members and associates of enterprise. So anyone who's even record studios, executive, anybody in high power positions, they will also be questioned, and they will also have to come up with some kind of alibi and reason why they enabled this and didn't say anything, and why did they try to hide it. So they are in trouble as well. Okay? Enriching members and associates of the enterprise, including its leader, Combs, and its particular those who demonstrated loyalty to Combs and willingness to conceal his crimes. So they include, again, record labels, recording studio, all these industries, high power figures in the entertainment industry. So if they sat back and said nothing and allow all of this crazy, vulgar crap to go on, they will be in trouble as well. They are listed in here. Maybe not by name, but by company. Okay? So, preserving, protecting, promoting, enhancing the power of the Combs enterprise, including the power of its leader, Combs through violence, use of firearms, threats of violence, coercion, and verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. So if they were preserving, protecting, and promoting this, and helping enhancing this power of Combs enterprise, they are going down. As you can see there, if they were enticing, as you see here, see if I can get the highlighter here. Okay, here we go. If they were enticing all of this and said nothing, the power of him, they are going to go down with him. Okay? You see there, if they were enticing, they're in trouble too. Okay? Now, again, fulfilling the personal desire of Combs, particularly those related to Combs' sexual gratification, including through an exploitation of women and the use of commercial sex workers. So if they knew about these sex workers and they said nothing, they covered it up, they are going down. Keyword, enabling Combs. Look at this. Enabling Combs. Look at this. Ugh. Let me see here. Matter of fact, we just go ahead and, enable that. Oh, wow. Okay. Highlight. Leave it like that. Yeah. So, enabling Combs. If they were enabling Combs, see if it'll let me, never mind. I give up. It's getting on my nerves. Forget it. So, if they were enabling Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate and transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics, distribution, and other crimes, and concealing the commission of such acts, they are going to be down. See, if I'm trying to do this, but it won't let me. So yes, if they were enabling Combs, they are going down. Okay, enabling his behavior and not saying anything, they will be in trouble as well. Securing absolute loyalty for members of the Combs, including through acts of violence and threats, which means helping carrying them out. Protecting Combs enterprise and its members associated, including Combs, from detection and persecution. So if they were helping him, helping with the bribery through the acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and threats and retaliation against individuals who witnesses the crimes committed by members, they are going down as well. Keyword, enabling Combs. I'm trying to highlight it, but it won't let me. Weird. Anyway. Yeah, but keywords, enabling Combs. So if they were enabling him, they will be going down as well. Keywords, enabling. Ugh, annoying. Normally I keep doing it till I get it because I hate giving up. But anyway, enabling. Okay? And then we have the means and methods of the enterprise. Among the means and methods of which Sean Combs, a.k.a. blah, 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 love, blah, 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 Combs Enterprise conducting and participating in conduct of the affairs of the Combs Enterprise. I heard he got a lot of these little companies so he can embezzle money for these little acts and stuff like that. So he just have a way to hide the money. And for people to transport money to this particular business or something. He was very shady. Now, Combs and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs, role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure women or female victims into Combs' orbit, often their pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, and made. He pleasured himself and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across the state lines. And internationally, freak-offs occur regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days. So he was doing this multiple days. So anyone who was involved in it, helped cover it up, knew about it, they were going to be going down. Okay? So during these freak-off, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims. So anyone who gave them these substances, like the stuff for the IV, this is sick. In part to keep the victims obedient, compliant, sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in these acts and commercial ex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically receive IV fluids to recover from the physical extortion and drug abuse. Who gave them the fluids? What were in the fluids? It has to be done by medical staff. You just can't be hooking up someone to a random IV. So members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors and yada, 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 and hotel rooms. So if the hotel rooms and all these managers of these hotel rooms and businesses and cops, anyone who knew about this and didn't say anything, you are an accomplice. Okay. Roaming through here. And the commercial sex workers who apparently is not being named here, they are going to be called as well, if they're not dead first. In about March 2024, during search of Combs' residence in Miami, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, as you saw in some of the videos. So they was wondering who requested, who supplied all this stuff. They want to know. Okay? Combs victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause the victim to engage in freak-offs. Combs maintained control of his victims through, among other things, physical violence, promises career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support. So he did what he normally do, pretty much what she was trying to do to get a bail, offering everything but a kidney. So, yeah. So, during this separate and the freak-offs, Combs, among other things, hit, kick, through things, as you saw there. They're going to be questioning that as well. Victims believe that they could not refuse Combs. So they got to prove why they couldn't refuse Combs, because they was too scared of him. They could probably use that as a plea why they didn't say anything. But they got to deliver proof that he tried to threaten them or some things of that nature. Or they more than likely would go down as accomplice and enabling his behavior and not saying anything. This could have happened a long time ago if they said something. So if they can prove that he definitely threatened them, because you know his defensive team is definitely going to say that. Okay. Now, members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including Combs security personnel, at times carried firearms. On more than one occasion, Combs himself carried a brand shielded firearms to intimidate and threaten others. So he used firearms as well to threaten people, because they see so many firearms in them. Matter of fact, I did have a video of the firearms. See if I can pull that up right quick. But I did have a video of it. Let's see if I can pull that up for you guys. Let's see. Some of these, I don't know why some of these darn pictures didn't come up, but whatever. Members associated with the Combs enterprise in times witness Combs violence to the victims or the victims' injuries caused. Hold on for a second. No, it must be on one of my YouTube videos. Did I have that video? Anyway. Just moving around. When employees witness abuse and others threaten Combs authority or reputation, these acts of violence is kidnapping and arson. If they participated in and knew about this, they would definitely be going down. And if they can show proof that he did threaten him, you know, that's another thing he'd be charged. The racketeering conspiracy, this goes back to 2008, so he's definitely going for racketeering, for knowingly conspiring, confederate, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to go through all this right quick. So it's in the penal code. They're going about the code and stuff. And then it kind of goes on from there. I'm not going to read all this stuff. But the notice of special sentencing factor from at least in or about 2009 up to including or in or about 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere as part of his agreement to conduct and participate in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern racketeering activity. Sean Combs, defendant, agreed to, in and effect, interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruit, entice, harbor, transport, provide, obtain, advertise, maintain, patronize, and solicit by any means of a person, knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion as described in blah, 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 of such means will be used to cause a person to engage in commercial sex acts in violation, yada, yada, yada. So that's count 1. Count 2 is for sex trafficking and force, fraud, and coercion for victim 1, which who's victim 1 here? I'm assuming victim 1 must be oh yeah, victim 1 is Cassie. And then count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution. He gonna go down because that's trafficking. Goes back to 2009. And forfeiture allegations. He's going down for that as well, which is, let's see here, scamming through here. Against and property, contractual rights of any kind, affording the source of influence over an enterprise named and described here, in which the defendant established, operated, controlled, conducted, and participated in the conduct of violation, yada, 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 and all property constituting and derived from proceeds obtained, yada, yada, yada. So this is all allegations in general, basically. And then count 3, indictment, it says here, real and personal, derived, obtained directly and indirectly as per, blah, 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 blah. So this is a bunch of legal jargon. And substitute assets provision, let's see here. If any of the above, I did have his weapons. I did have a video of his weapons. I don't know what I did with it though. I had a picture of his weapons. I sure did. What did I do with it? But anyways, let's see here. It says, if any and above describe forfeitable property as a result of any act or omission of the defendant cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, has been transferred or sold to, it is positive, which means these are the things he cannot do while the trial is ongoing. So he cannot, exercise due diligence. He cannot transfer, sold, deposit. He can't sell some of this stuff off to pay whatever. He can't do that. Has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court. Has been substantially diminished in value or has been commingled with other property which cannot be subdivided without difficulty. So if you try to move this and this around and sell this person and sell that person to pay this person this, he can't do that because it's under this indictment charge from the state. So there it is in a nutshell of his charges. Do you guys have any questions before I end this? Because I'm getting pretty bored. And I was trying to find a video of his weapons. I did have a picture. I thought I had a picture where it showed his weapons, but I can't find the picture. And I'm losing my voice. I thought I had a picture. I really did. Anyway. And I did have multiple videos too. I thought I downloaded them. Let me see. Oop, hold on. Let's see here. I thought I downloaded the videos, but I guess I didn't. Okay, hold on, what is this? No, that's not it. Okay, so you guys don't have any questions. I'm going to go ahead and end this right here. So it looked like Sean Combs will be in here pretty much for a second. He's not going anywhere at all. So people wonder if he's going to be leaving anytime soon. He is not. He's definitely going down. They have videos of his weapons, and I'll try. Matter of fact, I have the pictures, and I'll put it on my community chat. But yes, they have videos. They have all kinds of stuff. Literally, it's really bad, you guys. It's very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Very bad for him. I'm gonna try to pull up that video, and then I'm gonna go.
Just call the police.
Oh, for what?
Because I think you stole my banking information.
Well, that's what I was asking.
Oh.
So you can talk to the...
Okay, I'm not sure what that was. That was out of the blue. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I did with that damn video. I probably liked it. Oh, that's right. I have to sign in, and I don't feel like signing in right now. Matter of fact, I'll sign in for you guys. What the hell? Okay, so here we go. Here we go. It's easy for me to tell you some things if I have it out in the open here. Alright, here are all the videos I like. Let's see, where's that video?
One more quick Diddy video because I got some questions about racketeering. So the first count in Diddy's indictment is for racketeering conspiracy. And so to make sure we are all on the same page,
She don't really talk about anything. Let's see. Oh, this is hilarious.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Get in. You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
He's such a good actor, isn't he?
Oh, you motherfuckers.
Oh, it was one. See, it's a couple videos that I wanted to freaking put on here. I thought I downloaded. Where's that video? This dude brings up a really good freaking point. Ooh, hold on. Let's see if they come up with this. Hold on.
A few years ago, nobody would have believed that we would see the day when a powerful, influential music mogul like Diddy would be taken into custody and exposed for crimes like sex trafficking. Prophet Celestial has been exposing celebrities and pastors for a few years now. Her prophecies from God are unfolding right before our eyes.
he was giving me this message, telling me Celestial arrests are coming down the pipeline that are going to
No, not interested in what she has to say. Let's see. Although she's very good, insightful, but not right now. Not right now. I'm trying to find a video. I thought I downloaded it, but I didn't. Here's the video, but then I downloaded it though. That's true. Give me a moment, you guys. Whoever the fuck I'm talking to. Hold on, wait a minute. Here, while y'all waiting, I'll let you guys look at some of the videos that I like. Let's see here. I'll start. Let's see. We'll start here. There you go. Give you something to do.
We may be getting something. And if
if you're confused why I have a picture of Sean Diddy Combs behind me, I'm going to explain why this is all related. Diddy is managed by TriStar Sports and Entertainment, and of course you know that name because they are the business management company that had Britney's assets and allegedly were part of trapping her into her illegal conservatorship. And now they are implicated in this case with Diddy. You'll be surprised to learn how long Lou Taylor has actually been friends with Diddy. She met Diddy in 1990 when she worked at Uptown Records in Florida, and he was just an intern at the time. They developed a long-term friendship, and over the years after she established her own business management firm, he became one of her biggest clients. And if you want proof of that with a paper trail, here you go. That says Sean Combs, signed by Lou Taylor. And also the address right there is the TriStar Sports and Entertainment office address. Earlier in the year, Lil Rod filed a lawsuit against Diddy, and he named Robin Greenhill specifically for some terrible thing. I truly cannot read all this out loud on here because I'll be in trouble. But Robin Greenhill of TriStar Sports and Entertainment was listed as his accountant who was sending payments to the people that are victims of Diddy. Okay? Read through that if you want to understand that better. If you're a Britney fan, you probably remember Robin's name from this. Remember when it came out that Britney Spears was allegedly illegally surveilled by black box security by the whistleblower Alex Vlasov? Vlasov also named Robin Greenhill directly. Alex Vlasov alleged that TriStar Entertainment tapped Britney's communications and monitored her every single move. He even alleged that they had illegally planted audio recording devices and video recording devices all around her home, including her bedroom. Now, they have denied these claims. I'm just telling you that for legal purposes, really. One of the reasons I bring this up is because I saw the press conference yesterday where the feds were talking about what they have brought Diddy in on and everything, and there was a clip that really caught my attention.
And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to.
This is a part of this whole thing I'm going to keep a very close eye on because I want to find out more and if it had anything at all to do with TriStar and Robin Greenhill and Lou Taylor again. I don't know yet, but it's just something that stuck out to me is all. So far in the paperwork that was released about the indictment of Diddy, I do not see any specific references to TriStar, but I did find this. It says, finally, the evidence includes records obtained pursuant to over 300 grand jury subpoenas and other voluntary productions. These materials come from over 100 entities. I'm skipping ahead. It says, and even the defendant's companies and wealth management firm. I believe that wealth management firm is referring to TriStar Sports and Entertainment. So it sounds to me like they are going to be investigating TriStar. At the very least, there's no way they're getting around their depositions this time because this is the feds. So while I don't believe that we ever got to see true justice for Britney Spears, maybe we'll at least get to see some retribution for TriStar, Lou, and Robin Greenhill. Stand by because I'm definitely going to cover it.
It has been confirmed that Chris Larson, Ripple's co-founder, has moved 50 million XRP for the first time, you guys, in 11 years. Now it's interesting because this move was the first move of its kind from Chris Larson since XRP's conception. The assets were moved by Larson to this address that you see highlighted right here, and it was an unknown address created specifically for this transfer. It's seemingly uncanny timing considering XRP is on path to a global reserve status. It is being positioned as a potential cornerstone for tokenized cross-border financial systems as we speak. Key institutions like the IMF, the World Bank are exploring XRP for asset tokenization, signaling its expanding role in the future of global transactions. Now, if you recall, there was a similar fund movement involving another one of Larson's wallets, which occurred in February. But these transfers were the product of a hacking incident that stole millions of XRP from Larson's wallet. It was confirmed that this was not a hack, and the purpose of the transaction is what we are all questioning. Some proponents lightheartedly suggest that the funds could be used to support the Kamala Harris campaign. We know that Larson endorsed her. However, it remains speculative. Considering we have such a significant shift in asset management and global transactions as more financial assets are tokenized, we know XRP is already a key player in cross-border transactions. Things are adding up. Make sure you're joining me here every day for the latest on Ripple, XRP, and where they're headed with the future of the financial system.
Yo, Diddy paid $1 million to have Tupac unalive? Did y'all see this? Watch this.
And we began with that breaking news at the top of this hour. New court documents show that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis accused hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs of paying $1 million for the killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur. According to the court documents, Davis claims Combs paid Eric Von Martin the money. He also says that Combs offered to set up a phone call with Terrence Brown, who was the driver of the car that rolled up next to Shakur and Suge Knight on September 7th, 1996, near the Strip. Davis says that he was telling on himself and not trying to provide evidence against anyone else. He's accused of orchestrating the plot to kill Shakur. A trial date has been set now for some time in November.
Yo, all they wanted to do was get Diddy's foot in the door. Because if this accusation is right, which I think it is, baby, these RICO charges are the least of his problems. This came out July 24th. Where have y'all been? Because I didn't see this and nobody told me about this.
Okay. Enough of that. I did manage to find the video. Just a second. I'll show you guys just a second here. Here you go, guys. I found the video. I had to find the video because apparently for some reason it wasn't allowing me to download it on my computer for some reason. I mean, well, let's be. If I start talking too much about three categories, the Word family, the Combs, and the Carters, crap start happening to my computer and my live feed. Those are three subjects that seem to always just malfunction a lot of crap. See if I can raise the volume up here.
In some type of federal investigation.
Okay, here we go.
There's just too many things going on in New York at the same time. Everybody's been hearing about this whole Diddy situation, but hold the phone. Take a look at a few things that's what's been going on before that. Have you noticed that the mayor has been...
What he's saying is that around the time before Sean Combs got arrested, there were a lot of crazy things going on in general. Like mayors had, anyone who had any connection with Sean Combs, whether it was mayors, CEOs of record companies, or whatever the case may be, high power people, power positions, they either had to step down or they got fired or whatever the case may be. He's telling you that there were a lot of other stuff going on prior to him being arrested, and a lot of other people who's going to be implicated in this trial. That's what he's pointing out. He's going to point this out.
in some type of
You may have to turn up the volume because he's talking kind of low.
At least 4 federal investigations targeting the mayor and his top aides. This includes the investigation that prompted the former NYPD Police Commissioner Edward Caban to resign last week. Federal investigators are reportedly looking into whether Caban's twin brother sold police protection to nightlife businesses. Several NYPD executives have also been caught up in that investigation and had to turn over their phones to the FBI.
They went in and they investigated everybody. A whole bunch of people stepping down, like the police commissioner. These 2 top chief of firefighters.
2 high-ranking FDNY officials are accused in a pay-to-play bribery scheme tonight. Prosecutors say it started with a tip that Anthony Sacavino and Brian Cordasco, who were working for the Bureau of Fire Prevention, took money to expedite the inspection process. Now the statement comes in court.
Like, these guys have salaries of over $260,000 a year. The 2 of them, go look them up. 2 of the top ones that were embezzling money, or they were dealing with money by allowing these construction jobs to go through the VIP lane so that they could get their permits approved, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of people from New York that are very important are being caught. Do y'all remember when Diddy was given the key to the city by the mayor of New York?
The bad boy of entertainment is getting the key to the city from the bad boy of politics. I want to thank y'all for this honor and just recognizing me being from New York, giving me the key to the city. Diddy finally has the key to the city.
Y'all remember that? Go look it up. It's on YouTube. The mayor literally handing him over the keys of New York. And then, of course, Diddy getting caught up with this whole criminal enterprise situation of embezzlement, racketeering, and all that type of stuff. Yo, the whole New York is pretty much imploding from within with corruption. Let me know if you think the same way that I do, that Diddy has something to do with the whole mayor and all of that stuff going down. There's just too many things going on in New
Told
York
you.
at the same time.
The dominoes is
Everybody's
falling.
been hearing about this whole Diddy situation, but hold the phone.
Yes, dominoes is definitely falling. So high power people is gonna be stepping down. Record executives is gonna be stepping it down. I think I just showed you a video of that, of like some big record company executive who just stepped down. Yes. This, it goes beyond Diddy. Anyone who enabled, I just read the whole affidavit indictment thing. Anyone who enabled it, anyone who saw it and didn't say anything, you are accomplice. Just like D.L. Hughley said, you are not going to be withdrawn or extracted from this. That includes the Carters. If they didn't say anything and they knew it and there's evidence that they didn't say anything, they're going to be held accomplice. Of course, they say they're afraid, but I don't know how they're going to come up with that stupid... We talking about the Carters. What are you afraid of? You about as rich and powerful as he is, so good luck on getting that holder in court. So, trust me, this is really big. This is very, very big. I try to keep you guys